Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart, I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Welcome to this Libra reading. Welcome to your September reading, Libra. We're right at the tail end of September, just in time for your birthday. And don't you worry, you're last this month, but you always get the first reading in my roster on your birthday month. So stay tuned for your October birthday reading. In the next week or so, I'll be diving into this October series. But for now, let's talk about September, okay? This is a timeless reading. It's meant to find you whenever you find it, of course. And cross-watchers, you are always welcome here. Where do you have Libra in your chart, right? Watch your other placements as well. And I highly encourage you to also check out the love reading below. There always seems to be some crossover, even if you're not in any sort of partnership. And also check the links. I have a 10% off special right now until the end of September for this eclipse that we just had on the 17th. This harvest moon, okay? Pisces full supermoon. We're going to talk about what this means for you. And also the north and south nodes always are activated during an eclipse. That's what it is. So it's good to know about your natal north and south node placements. And I have Aries through Scorpio north node, a series that I'm working on right now. So stay tuned for the rest of that series. I'm going to work through that the rest of this week. Because again, we have another eclipse in your sign in October, okay? And we'll talk a little bit about it here. I'll prep you a bit, okay? This will be your preparation reading, much like eclipses are. They're preparation for a new cycle, right? And on Patreon, I have that pick-a-pile reading that I did for Pisces lunar eclipse. Beautiful messages that came through there. And again, all the love extendeds are found on Patreon, as well as a lot of supportive content for these eclipses. I'm going to be doing a end of the month eclipse check-in right before we go into the October new moon solar eclipse in your sign. So stay tuned for that on Patreon. And after we get through these eclipses, I'm going to work on a Chiron series. We're going to talk about your Chiron and your natal placement, okay? We're still in Virgo season though, so let's talk about what this means. This is Goddess, this is the Virgin, okay? Goddess Diana for me, the great huntress with the harvest moon, right? The seeds that we're planting, the action that we're taking, our sense of duty, responsibility, right? This is the mundane. Virgo represents routine, the fine details, the mundane things at times that we don't want to do, but we know that we have to do in order to bring ritual into our waking life, whatever that looks like for you, and honoring this divine feminine energy that's found within the house of Virgo. And again, you can take advantage of Patreon for all of the extra content that we will dive into, and you get 20% off all of my services as a Patreon member as well. So check out those links below. Let's get into your reading. Hi Libra, welcome to your September reading. I know you've been long awaiting your message. Again, the way I set it up is that you might be last, but you're going to be first for your birthday. Just remember that for all the signs. That's just the way that I set it up. You get that extra bonus reading, right? It's the beauty of the bonus reading, especially with this eclipse month for you. What a profound month you're about to enter into. So let's prepare you for that, okay? Virgo, you've been diving deep into this Pisces effect, as I call it. I talk about it more in that pick-a-pile reading, so check that out on Patreon if you want to know more information on what you are releasing, right? These are cycles, what you're needing to release, what you're no longer carrying, right? Pisces is the last house. It's the place of rest. It's surrender. It's the void, you know, and this 12th house Virgo influence for you that you've been feeling into. Again, Mercury is going to still be in your 12th house, so the 26th of September. And then the sun will go into your sign on September 22nd. So we're almost there, a couple days away, Libra. So this 12th house is still kind of floating around, especially with this Pisces lunar eclipse, Saturn in Pisces. September in general has been a very Piscean energy for you. Diving deep into the unknown, you know, and it can feel like uncharted territory if you don't have Pisces or say 12th house in your chart. It would be really beneficial for you to do a birth chart reading or just look and see if you have 12th house. Again, a birth chart reading with me, you also get a 2 full question tarot spread to clarify and to deepen the message. I want to give you as much support as possible with my readings, so check out my website. So yeah, this is a lot about dreams. This is very spiritual. It can also be the house of illusion. Neptune is retrograde still until the first of the year. It's not, I don't know the exact date yet, but when we get there, we'll talk about it. But I know it's not going to be letting up or even changing signs for quite some time here. So we're still feeling this Neptune in Pisces retrograde. So there's a lot of influence for you of staying grounded, really staying grounded. And I would say the most positive thing, is this Venus in Libra for you. And it's going to stay in your sign to the 22nd. Venus, this is your ruling planet. So it's exalted here. It feels very at home here, right? So this is a lot about beauty, aesthetics, dance, magic, love making, right? I got dream lover. So these are some messages that I got for you. I got dancing through love and hate, like the polarities. Again, with Pisces, it's all encompassing. It's the last house. So you've had a lot of this Piscean kind of fantasy illusion. It's like being mindful, especially in regards to intimacy and love and any dynamic really, of like having to read between the lines a bit. This is almost like love bombing I'm getting. Maybe you feel overwhelmed by love or even hate, right? This is a general reading, so it can be very diverse for all of you. But again, Venus in your sign, it's a place of home. I feel like sanctuary. This is finding comfort in those that are close to you and that you can relate to. Pluto did go back into Capricorn for a brief moment to be like, hey, remember what happened in 2023? Do you remember what happened in 2008 for you Gen Z people out there? If you can recall what happened in 2008, Pluto and Capricorn is asking you to remember. Okay, Pisces is also about remembrance, remembering about past lives, even past selves, healing ancestral karma. This lunar eclipse is asking us to purge on a collective level with Saturn and Pisces as well. A lot of what's been restricting us. Saturn represents contraction, limitations. And so I imagine with this Pisces energy, it's like going through a birth canal and birthing something new, right? With the Saturnian influence. And I talk about this also in my Saturn and Pisces reading here on YouTube that I did almost 2 years ago when Pisces first went into Saturn, about, Saturn is structure, right? Capricorn, 10th house, discipline, right? 3D. And then we have Pisces, which is formless. It's what we can't see or feel. It's our intuition. It's very sensitive and subtle. 12th house is a very subtle place. Can also talk about hidden enemies. You could be feeling into this with that Venus influence of love and friends and family and foe. So it's like trying to make a sandcastle stay is what I talked about in that reading, and you can find that link below as well. So you're dancing on out of that 12th house and into that first house next month. So again, this is a great month for you to really feel all the feels, even if it might be perceived as negative. I have a really helpful tool that I was pondering on during Virgo season, and again, we're still, as I'm recording this, in Virgo season, about the inner critic, because that can be a shadow side to Virgo, is that darn inner critic. And there's a time and a place for that, and usually we go into that inner critic mode when we're either in like our ego or survival mode, fight or flight kind of thing, protecting ourselves, or feeling triggered in some way by the past, Pisces. And we start to judge ourselves or judge others. And so it's reframing. There's a really helpful tool, and the link is below. You'll find it. Reframing your thoughts. It's a therapeutic tool where we can just take some of those negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, and we can reframe them, okay, over time. It doesn't happen overnight, but this is a very helpful tool that I use personally. And I felt that I wanted to share it. But yeah, dancing through the polarities of love and hate, yin yang, right? Courage, fear, that kind of thing. There's a lot of this kind of back and forth, which is the balance of the scales, right? So you might be wanting to balance something out with the way that you look at something or perceive something through the eyes of love, is what I'm hearing. And then I heard charisma, vitality, charm, that Venus and Libra effect for you is It's very dreamy with this 12th house, you know, and being mindful of escaping into fantasy and not seeing someone for who they really are. So maybe this is some things that you're feeling into if you are entertaining someone in a relationship, but not for all of you. It could just be anyone, friends, family, coworkers, you name it. But there's a warmth to you with Venus in your sign. And then I got the song from Calvin Harris, which I love. How deep is your love? It's an old, I think, 70s song. And I wrote my favorite part of the song because I thought that these lyrics might be meaningful to you. Again, it's in the lyrics. If you like the song, go jam out to it. The link will be below. It says, "'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down, when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me." So it could be, again, outside influences, again, your own inner critic or theirs, right? If you are in some sort of dynamic, whether, again, it's intimate or not, because we're living in a world of fools. You know, this could be those hidden enemies that you're trying to, you know, dismantle in a way. But that 12th house is very passive. It's very receptive. It's the high priestess, Pisces influence, guarding the gate to the underworld in some way. We all have to go there at times. And that's what the 12th house has been asking of you, okay? With all this Virgo influence, especially thinking about Mercury and your transiting your 12th house. It's kind of like 2 months of Mercury retrograde for you. So you could be having some miscommunication there, or again, having just to read between the lines and seeing through the eyes of love is what I keep hearing. Libra, remember, reframe. Try to use empathy in any given situation, even if you feel like you're on the opposing end, being criticized or judged, or again, just miscommunication in general. Because last month we had that Mercury retrograde, and then your Virgo transits your 12th house. It's your neighbor. It's asking you to look deeper, dig deeper. Don't take things as face value is what I'm hearing. Libra, let's see. I'm excited for the solar eclipse in your sign. It's going to be monumental. Also, I want to mention, again, the North and South Node series. As a collective, we are feeling into this Libra South Node. So you are at the tail end. Yeah, new start. You are at the tail. I was just about to say this. Wow. New start. You are at the tail end of this lunar eclipse cycle. Wherever you have Libra in your chart, if you're watching this video, you probably have it somewhere, or you're cross-watching. Libra South Node is about past, again, Pisces. South Node in this 12th house are very similar. Talks about karma, you know, talks about what's comfortable, and what's comfortable is not always good for us, right? So again, the message of like being able to see beyond what's right in front of your very eyes, feeling, using your heart, listen to your heart. New start. Yes. Solar eclipse in your sign. New cycles. Again, eclipses are cycles. It says sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded, and we must make a new start. And that could be many different things. This looks like Cupid here, feeling into how deep is your love. Could be a new start in love. Again, the love reading is below. It could be, again, a new person, a new start, a reconciliation, a deepening of vows, you know, all sorts of things. Passion, wow, oh yeah. That Libra and Venus influence is spicing you up. Resurrection, okay, this could be talking about in time again. I saw this earlier. It could have been some time in between a new passionate start with someone. This is looking like love. It's saying here, obstacles. Do not dwell on how you are going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. Recharge, go deeper. Yeah, that's that 12th house. You could have been feeling really tired. Tired of someone, tired of something, and you're needing like a new viewpoint on something. Go deeper. That's that 12th house we've been talking about. Virgo transiting your 12th house. Okay. How deep is your love? I just keep hearing that. It will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Inner critic to inner coach. Yeah, you could be feeling judged by someone or vice versa. It says time can be seen to be both linear and spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Pisces, exactly what we've been talking about. Also, again, Saturn represents time. Pisces is in Saturn. So there is a lot around retracing our steps to the past. Again, if you believe in past lives, reincarnation, these kinds of things. You know, the first 7 years of your life is usually what's formed with that South Node influence in your chart as well. It could be parental role models. When I do birth chart analysis, I tend to find about, I would say 5 out of 10 of my clients that their South or North Node, they had a parental figure or mentor that had that sign, or a serious relationship as well. So that might be some information for you to really look into, to kind of resurrect something, to understand the past, and to bring passion into this new start here, whatever that is for you. Let's see. We're going to pull from the Fountain Tarot for Libra. I'm really excited to do your birthday month. I can already feel this, the momentum picking up as we're exiting out of that lunar eclipse in Pisces. Again, it's still really important to trace those steps. Think back to March and April when we had our last solar eclipse in Aries, and March as well, okay? We want to feel into those spaces. We want to journal. We want to remembrance of the past here for you, Libra. The world, yeah, remembrance of the past. This is you looking back at something. The world in reverse. The world is a closing of a cycle. So it looks like right now, as you find this reading, whenever you find it, even if you find it in October, you're meant to find it, okay? Because this is time. It's time for you now to receive this message. There's something in the past that is necessary for you to look at. When I see the world in reverse, yeah, something that you felt, maybe a missed opportunity from the past 4 of Cups, apathy, rejection, boredom. This is my meh. You know, this could be someone that wants to come back to you and you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to take this offer. 4 of Cups. You're trying to feel into, is this for me? Is this where my passion lies, right? You know, also, remember where I talked about Venus and Libra and all this 12th house influence. Pisces for you, all of September is just this dreamy effect where it's like trying to see beyond the fantasy. Is this real? You could feel like you've been depleted too. 4 Cups can represent lethargy. And that's something that I feel like all of us have been sensing and feeling with Pisces. It's the last house. We need to recharge. We need to recharge. Because how else are we going to feel into this dream? How else are we going to go deeper if we don't slow down? You know, we live in a society where rest is looked at as a weakness. Pisces is saying, shh. It's all here. Everything's right before you if you just stop and smell the roses. Listen to me. Listen to your inner. This is as though your inner critic or coach or that inner child, your soul is speaking to you right now. Something from the past is putting you in that 4 of Cups. Yeah, it could be an Aries. Also, 4 of Cups is Cancer, Moon in Cancer. World is at a fixed sign, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn. These could be people from your past. Could be any family, friends, lover. The Fool, Aries. This could be a false start, a missed opportunity, because maybe you or someone else is in this 4 of Cups. What else for Libra? What's going on for Libra? What do I need to tell them? What is the truth for Libra? The Strength in reverse. Yeah, that's that kind of very just lethargic. Weakened. You know, the Strength in reverse feels weakened. It's a strength here as well. If you don't know, 2024 breaks down to an 8. This is Pluto. This is Scorpio. This is what's hidden as well. 8th house, much like the 12th, there is a sense of being hidden below the surface, like buried treasure. It's not as external. It's not going to be tangible and easy to grab. We have to go deeper. It requires strength to go deeper, right? It requires taking chances. The Fool, 2 major arcanas here. And although they are in reverse, actually 3 major arcana of the world here too. So you are at the tail end of this world, and I feel like what's going to happen for you, and we'll see in October what your reading has. Again, you're the first for October, so I'll be doing your reading right at the end of September, okay? So stay tuned. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the notification bell to stay up to date for when I post. This is Leo, Aries, strong fire here. You could have that in your chart. But there's an imbalance here. Maybe there is some sort of, again, thought. There's a deep thought here. 4. 4 is also the 4th house that talks about the first 7 years of our life. Again, this is you going deeper into the past, recollections of time, resurrecting old memories here. This person's dancing here. I feel like dance is going to help you a lot. That's what I was envisioning in your pre-meditation, was dancing into love, dancing through the feelings, even if it feels sticky or you feel hate or greed or malice or envy, you know, any of these kinds of feelings. All of them are meant to be seen and witnessed. Expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to a childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. Wow, look at that powerful image here. What do you see? I see blooming into self. I see that, you know, the recharge is necessary, especially with the 4 of Cups and the Strength. This is all about feeling weakened or lethargic or apathetic, pessimistic. Again, where is your passion? This is where you're being course corrected. You could be in a loveless relationship or career. You could feel like it's ready to change, a new start. Something needs to change. Whatever that is for you, this is a general reading. If this is resonating, you know, you see Cupid here, and a lot of your intuitive messages were around how deep is your love. You could also be questioning, or your love interest could be questioning, you know, are you invested? Are you passionate about this, right? This could be someone else that's going through something, depression even. A bit of foolish or reckless behavior here with the Fool in reverse. Also, I'm getting reminded of, again, Strength is August. That was Mercury retrograde like we talked about. You know, Mercury is in your 12th house, so it feels like a double retrograde. Again, August and September were both kind of like Mercury retrograde vibes. And you know, they say there's like a post and pre-shadow effect. But for you, it's like it's still there. It's still very present until the 26th when Mercury goes into your sign. We're going to have Mercury in your sign, Venus in your sign until the end of the month, Sun in your sign. So I do feel like you're going to be lightening this load, or there's going to be some sort of timing here that plays out after that eclipse in your sign. What else do we have for Libra? Please show me the truth for their growth. Yeah, letting your guard down. Leo, strong Leo here. You could have Leo in your chart. Commitments. I'm getting reminded that you might have a Libra North node or a Libra South node, because with all these major arcana in reverse, it's signifying that. And also the 7 of Wands is Leo. Leo or Libra. Libra South or North node, especially with the Hierophant here, or Leo, North or South node. You can find both of those readings in that playlist below, okay? But this is the Hierophant in reverse, which again, in the Libra North node reading, which I do feel like if you just want to watch some content to get to know what this collective is going through. Currently, we have the Aries North node, Libra South node, like I said. A lot around the past for you, what's been comfortable, what you thought was bringing you passion is maybe not so much anymore. 4 of Cups, Strength in reverse. The Fool, the World in reverse. It's a recollection. And the Hierophant in reverse is doing something unorthodox, right? This is breaking away from tradition and the way we look at love. Libra, you govern and rule the 7th house of partnership. You're all about love, harmony, balance, peace. But we're learning right now a new way of loving. Like Aries North Node is asking us to embrace interdependence. And really what it is also with this Aries and Chiron. And stay tuned for that Chiron series in October I'm going to be doing. We're healing the warrior within. You know, having to fight Libra, that can be a shadow side to you, is having to justify yourself. You represent the justice card. What's fair? And if you live on planet Earth, there's many things that aren't fair. And we have to dance through the love and the hate. We have to surrender, Pisces. And not to say that we're being naive or just toxic positivity, no. But there is a place of surrender for our mental well-being. And again, getting closer to your truth and how you can cope, right? Because I don't feel like we ever truly heal. We might feel there's aspects of feeling healed or better to some extent, but really it's just learning how to cope, right? We get better coping skills around our past relationships, you know, even marriage here. For you, it's again, Libra North Node talks about Aries South Node. It's the opposite of what we're experiencing now, right? So those people with a Libra North Node are, again, going from hyper independence, right? Maybe even isolation, feeling like they have to go it alone, to learning how to be in partnership, Libra North Node, accepting love, receiving love, right? And also Libra North Node, like I was saying, is breaking out of social norms, Hierophant in reverse here. You know, this could be, again, same-sex marriage. This could be not even getting married, not having children, not what maybe your family raised you to believe. Libra North Node is there's a new way to love. There's many ways that we can express love, right, is what Libra North Node is saying. And it might not look so one size fits all, right, for some of you. Yes, Ace of Coins, new start in money especially. I'm feeling like for you there could be some new start in, especially with an earth sign, or again, just finances could be growing for you. I want to pull, let's see what we want to pull from. I'm going to pull from the Moonology just to get some advice for you. We're not allowing external forces to make choices for us anymore, Libra. 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you know, other people could have been clouding your judgment. You know, this is that shadow side to Libra is, again, you could strive for peace, equality, fairness, and at what cost? Aries North Node right now is saying at what cost? You know, this can be, I have an Aries North Node, Libra South Node, so I can speak on this personally in my life. I'll share with you, is I've struggled with having to prove myself in relationships, a need for validation and acceptance. And that can also be represented by the way you were raised. Again, your 4th house, your mother, your father, how they showed love. But, you know, it's like having to fight, having to prove yourself, having to justify yourself, you know, wanting to create peace, even if it's toxic, you know. A lot of us can struggle with that, you know, especially if you have like an anxious attachment style, or where do you find yourself? What kind of attachment style do you have? This could be something that you're thinking about. Yeah, Pisces here again showing up. But this is about dropping the fight, knowing when to pick your battles and knowing when to drop them. Aries and Chiron and Aries North Node. Okay? We don't always have to fight. You know, we're fighting the good fight, right? Libra, of course, healthy boundaries, right? We have to have that 7 of Wands, but we don't want to build our walls so high that we don't let people in, right? To the point where we become, again, 4 of Cups, apathetic, jaded, closed off, lackluster. Again, this could be talking about someone else around you too. You place the roles as you see fit, okay? In the love reading, we'll go more into love, a you versus them reading, and that link is below. Let's see here for Libra. It says, believe in the impossible. Even if it feels so far away. There's that blue moon, full moon there. We just had that full moon. You could have felt like something was merely impossible, right? Whatever that is for you, to get over this. Lethargy, depression, apathy. Getting over someone else's foolish, careless behavior. If they were Aries, right? We see Leo, Cancer, lots of Leo. But it's saying believe in the impossible, okay? Believe in your passions as well. Believe that everything is in time here. Time can be seen to be both linear and a spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past. So you're being asked to kind of look back at something, reflect on something, because there's something there hidden that's going to help you believe in the impossible. I'm also going to be reminded to remember, because I saw, what was it here? The childlike wonder in this card. And I remember talking about your inner child, that voice within you that's telling you something. You got to listen to your inner child, Libra. It's guiding you somewhere. Remember that childlike wonder that you had when you were a child. Remember that childlike child. Sometimes I feel like a little word vomit. Remember those moments when it was just like, you go outside, you ride on your bike, you know, until the sun sets and time just flies by and you're having fun and you're looking at the bugs and you're staring at the sun and you're laughing, you know. When you watch children play, it's so beautiful and innocent. Do you remember those moments? Remember, that's something that you have to look back at. What brought you joy as a child? Think back to something that lit you up, a passion of yours, a creative hobby, something that made you feel in flow, where you could believe in the impossible, right? Like Santa Claus, for instance, is what's coming to mind. Or even like mythology, storytelling, the power of stories when you were a child, trying to bring back the mystery and the magic into your life, Libra. It's coming for you in your month. You gotta believe in it, believing in the impossible, the fairy tale. It can happen for you. It might, I'm getting reminded of a message that Gemini had. They had a lot about wishes granted. You might be dealing with a Gemini. You might want to watch that reading if I'm conveying this to you. But I want to say that they had a message about wishes granted. And it said, you might not get what you had thought you wanted, but it's what you need. That's what eclipses are all about. Things are eclipsed in or out or both. And we have to surrender to it, Pisces. We have to believe and affirm to ourselves that this is exactly where I need to be. I'm believing even in the most impossible of things or tasks, right? Fire, we just see that Leo. You could very well be dealing with a fire sign or have fire in your chart. We're going to pull on love and take it over to the love reading, okay? I hope to find you over there. And stay tuned for your October reading. It's coming up here, Pisces. Oh, you know all about Pisces. We've been talking about Pisces. That 12th house, you've been swimming in it, Libra. You got to come up for air. That fire, when you think about fire and water, it's like combustion, you know, like steam. I'm seeing someone like a steam room, a sauna. This is also that Virgo influence of detox, purification, right? Ritual, bringing ritual back into your life, bringing joy, childlike wonder, innocence, purity. That's Virgo as well. Okay, Libra in love, show me who they could be dealing with. This could be, again, aspects of your chart or theirs, or just energies surrounding you in love and relationship. This could be transits. I have a 6-month transit reading where you get a full tarot spread, and we look into your transits right now for you personally. This is a general reading, right? So we can dive deeper in a private reading. So check out my website. Libra in love, show me some signs that they could be dealing with, Libra. Libra collective. Show me Libra, please. Who are they dealing with in love? Show me the signs. Libra. Well, you're showing up. You could be dealing with another Libra. Or again, these could be seasons as well. Moon. Yeah. We saw that moon. Full moon. Full moon in Pisces. Yeah. We have fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, and Pisces. Libra season. You know when that is. That's next month. Pisces is March. And fire months, that's December. Okay. We have also April. We saw the Fool. In August for Leo. You had a lot of Leo. Mercury retrograde. Yeah. Communication is definitely something that could have been a bit challenging for you out of all the signs with Mercury in your 12th house. It can feel like, again, you have to read between the lines. So we're going to dive into what this means for you in your romantic love life here. Okay, I hope to find you over there. If this is where we part, bye for now, Libra.